Shaun, I think City fans will remember you saying that you said you'll never leave Manchester City. Did you ever say that?
Yeah, because I wasn't planning on leaving Man City.
So how and why did you leave? Oh, we know this.
Like, I didn't. It's strange because as that young kid there playing, I was quite naive.
Yeah.
Didn't really care about silverware. I wasn't thinking about, I want to win the Premier League. I just literally enjoyed playing football for the club that I was at. So in my head, I was thinking, yeah, I'm happy. I can just stay here for the remainder of my career. And then the pre-season comes in 2004, 2005. And about 2 weeks before that, I had a call from my agent and he said, Arsenal were interested in you. And I was like, yeah, okay, but I'm happy where I am, sort of thing. He said, well, I don't think you have much of a choice. And I kind of replied, well, I do have much of a choice because it's me. It's me, sort of thing.
Doesn't really work like that.
And
does it not?
No, it doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't.
So you don't even have it. Like, so if City don't want to sell, so in this point, if City didn't want to sell you, but Arsenal wanted you or Chelsea wanted you, and you said, I want to stay, then that doesn't.
You going?
So what happened after that? So then he called me back 3 days later, and he said, right, Chelsea are interested as well. So obviously, you got Dad in one corner with the whole Arsenal.
Yeah.
So they spoke to Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger said, we want him, but we want to watch him a bit more till January.
Right.
Mourinho and Abramovich come in and said, we're taking him now. Yeah. And I still said, I'm happy where I am. But then the club said, you have to go.
Oh my God.
So I went to we had a game, I think it was at Macclesfield. And Goalter, and I remember Paul Dickoff saying, you're not playing today. And Piercy was the manager at the time, and Piercy said, I've been told I'm not allowed to play you as well. So I basically got off the bus, walked in the change room, and in 10 minutes, a car was outside to take me straight to London. And I went straight to London, had the medical, and that was it.
Well, you joined the biggest team in London, Shaun, so I don't think there's any regrets there, no?
I honestly people ask me all the time, I have no regrets. Like, I had the players I played with, I was lucky, it was a joke.
Yeah.
We had so much fun on and off the pitch. The bond that we had was like incredible. And people always say to me, what's Mourinho like? I said he was a joke. I never had one argument with him. Like when my kids used to come down, because I lived on my own, and they used to stay with me, yeah, just bring him into training, he would say to me, my secretary will watch your daughter and I'll entertain your son while they're coaching. And that's what he used to do all the time.
That man, I have a special place in my heart for that man.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
I love him. Obviously, that Jose Mourinho team, that Chelsea title-winning team, was so strong in every single aspect. How hard was it for you to try and break into that?
It was weird. From I left, I knew what I was walking into. I knew what the players were capable of and how good they actually were. When I got there, I didn't necessarily play or train with that mindset in my head in terms of, right, I need to push somebody out of position. I trained to just enjoy the session and show what I'm capable of. And when the chances come, I will try to emulate that on the pitch and see where that takes me. But Mourinho was the first person to do rotation because of the squad that they had. So I never expected to play 100% of the games anyway, but I just believed in my head when I did get the chances, I just wanted to do well. Because you can sometimes not do as well as you want, but still have a good game in terms of the stuff you do for the team.
Yeah.
And I always, people say to me, what was it like playing in the first final? Mourinho told me 2-3 days before that game was coming up, he said, I think you and Paulo Ferreira are going to play. And your job on that day is, I know you want to attack, but because you can defend, if you and Paulo double up on Ronaldo, we win the game 1-0.
Yeah.
And that's
exactly,
it. That's
exactly
and
right.
that's what happened.
Yeah, it was a prophet, weren't it?
Yeah, he was so good at little things. He was so premeditated in terms of preparation. And even when he went into his interviews, if he knew there was something big coming up with us, he would just turn it and it would be about him. All the press has forgotten about
the issues
at hand. They're just focused on him. He protected us so cleverly.
Nowadays, obviously, we get to see we've watched documentaries where we can see what Pep's like in a dressing room, and I don't know if I've ever seen what Jose's like in a dressing room, given a what?
His fly kick story.
What?
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
I
that.
haven't heard this story.
Right. So we came in the dressing room, and it was a bad half. I think I was subbed that game, but we was all in there because nobody was allowed to go and warm up yet. Everybody had to be like...
Oh, at half time?
Oh, half time, yeah.
Yeah, at half time. And it was weird because he was in his office, and then we're all just sitting there. Nothing's happening. It's quite quiet. He's walked past, like he's gone to the toilet. And then all of a sudden, he just came sprinting back in and just fly kicked the table. All the drinks went everywhere. And I just looked because I'm still new in the club. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh shit, what just happened sort of thing?
Yeah.
And then he just exploded.
Did he?
Yeah.
How
But
soon
I
is-
quite like that though. I like that from a manager because he's showing us he cares.
Yeah.
I'd rather a manager like that than the one that's quiet.
Yeah. And not
Talking behind the
explaining.
back and not explaining and not helping you
Not being
get
honest.
better. Yeah.
I think you could be different then. I don't think that style
Allows now.
works. You get the same impact now if you address players the way we were addressed, as direct.
Players
way.
will crumble, I think now. Some
Yeah.
players would crumble.
Yeah,
What if managers spoke to them the way that you guys were spoken
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was Jose?
He would just tell you as it is. Like,
Yeah.
if
Which is
you weren't
great.
pulling your weight, he would just walk around and say, you were shit. And so
Would
on.
he?
Yeah, he didn't. I didn't ask you what you're doing. Like the situation at Fulham, where I wouldn't necessarily say me and Joe Cole played badly. We just didn't get the ball.
Yeah.
But he just took us off in 25 minutes, just bam, first half. Like, and I was laughing out of like, I can't believe this what's just happened there. And Joe is raging. He was raging. And I just had a little, like a snigger, a chuckle, like, because I'm like, it's hurting me, but
Yeah.
out of belief, I'm like, I just got to hold this one, innit? Like, there's nothing.
What did he say?
He just said that it was tactical. But it worked because we don't lose the game.
Yeah.
So then how do you argue with do you argue with them?
That was Patrick Vieira said that. He said when he was at Inter, he said he took him off at half time. I said he was fuming, yeah. He said so he's going to see him. And he must have knew what he was coming to see him about. He said he just pulled the video, showed him exactly. He said he didn't even answer the question. He said, I asked the question and the video already had the answer on there that I was asking. He said, yeah, I just had to walk out and
Telling you, he was so
have
clever.
it. Yeah.
What would you do now? Could you imagine if they did that? One of the managers did that now.
Do
you reckon that happens?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure
Do you
it happened.
reckon?
I'm sure it still happens, but
Imagine
not.
Pep coming in and fly kicking a table.
Yeah, nah.
I can't imagine Pep.
doing that.
Arteta maybe?
Nah.
No?
I'm trying to think if there's a
I
manager.
reckon Arteta's got
I
it in
reckon
him.
Arteta's got
I
it
think
in him as
Arteta's
well.
got it in him.
Like at the table.
Yeah.
Because it's not like
I
you're
don't
not
think-
going to
nah.
get hurt, are you? It's just like a little.
No, but it's not the pain of that. I'm just trying to think. That's more like of an old school thing. I'm trying to think who's like that's Sean Dyche.
Yeah,
Kind of
Dyche.
vibes. He gives me that vibes.
Yeah, Dyche might do
He's
that.
like kicking table and player maybe.
You mentioned obviously that Chelsea team and coming into that squad of players. Is there anyone there, obviously some big names, some big leaders that sort of helped you out when you first came in?
I was quite lucky at the time because Essien joined not too long after, innit? So there was two newbies.
Yeah.
But because I knew Bridgie a little bit before and I knew a little bit of Drogba, they kind of made it easier. And obviously JT and Lamps and Duffer, Coley, like so it was quite an English course, so it was quite simple to walk in. Jeremy was amazing as well. Mash we used to call him.
Mash.
Yeah, that's what we used to call. That was his nickname when I got there, so I just carried it on. I didn't ask any questions. So yeah,
He loved a
we had-
worldie, Jeremy, didn't he? Loved a worldie.
Yeah, we had like a really good squad, and we enjoyed ourselves together as well. Like, and I think that's what took us to where we needed to get to because the bond wasn't just on the pitch; it was off the pitch as well.
Some of the names you've mentioned there, that squad of players under Jose Mourinho is ridiculous. When I think of like best teams in Premier League history, for me, top 5 easily is that Jose team. Either 04-05 or 04-05-06, but those two
Is
teams
that the one
under
you like
Jose.
14 goals?
15 Premier League
15
goals.
goals,
Yeah, that's insane.
9 from open play.
That's mad, yeah, because there must have been games where you conceded more than one. So the amount of clean sheets that
it was ridiculous.
It was a joke. But you got to think about the defenders you had there. Like, that JT put his head in places that no defender to this day or since that point I've ever seen that. Yeah. JT, Carvalho, Gallas was in there. Ash came later, but Bridgie was before he got his injury was on fire. Yeah,
I remember the goal he scored.
Paulo Ferreira was a joke, and then after Paulo Ferreira, you had Belletti.
See, that's the team. I think was that the team when they beat Everton in the
final Drogba.
Yeah, that team.
That was later, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was later.
The one before
5-6 would have been
the team.
The team.
I think so as well. I think that Chelsea team that conceded 15 is one of the best in Premier League history.
And Czech was a joke, bro.
Yeah,
he was a joke. He's the only goalkeeper that you go 1-on-1 through, the goal shrunk, bro. Yeah. It's like it just went.
Yeah,
it was a joke.
Do you remember scoring your first goal for Chelsea?
No, I don't.
It was actually against West Ham.
Was that the first one?
06-07. First goals in the Premier League.
Bridgie.
You all know better than me, Shaun. You were the one that scored them.
I scored 2.
Yeah, you did score 2. Yeah.
Bridgie assisted me with 1, and 1 was a solo one from Legend.
So you do remember?
Yeah, I just needed
refreshing.
Just needed a little. Yeah.
Was it a bit of a relief scoring those first couple of goals?
More than a relief.
Was it?
In terms of it, because when Joel's playing and Robin's playing and Duff's playing and they're scoring goals, and I'm the only one that ain't, that's that little added pressure. And sometimes it can play on your mind in terms of it might lead you to think that the manager's just not put you in this game because you ain't getting the goals yet. Yeah. So to get that goal started it off as well, because I think Lamps was injured that game. And I think I played in a free in the midfield, which I quite enjoyed.
What, it's like a number 10 or like?
No, so the old 4-3-3, you had like 1 sitting and then 2 attacking midfielders.
Right, okay, so like 2 8s, yeah.
And Mourinho just said to me, just run in behind, and I love doing that. Let's run him back, and I can just keep going that way. And it worked, to be fair.
But them times it wasn't. Wingers weren't just on stats like you said. You could have a good game
and not score.
Not score, not get an assist. Where I don't think.
It doesn't exist
now. Wingers aren't allowed to do that now.
This is what I mean. This is why I'll always go to back Eden Hazard till the end, because he was exactly that sort of player for Chelsea that would be the best player on the pitch, but wouldn't get a goal or an assist. But he would absolutely run the show. But no one ever remembers that. Yeah. No one remembers that.
They only remember stats, which
is annoying.
Did you feel like Mourinho was putting more and more trust in you after those 2 goals against West Ham?
Yeah. Also, there may have been a situation that he realised that I can play multiple positions, sort of thing. So with Lamps being injured, I kind of gave them something a bit different in the midfield, because if Joel played on the right, we was interchanging positions a lot, which made it very hard for people to pick us up. And we could both do pretty much the same thing, but in a different way. Because we would both drive from midfield. We both worked hard for the team as well. So down that side, we had a good run. And it worked. It worked for 10 games until Lamptey played. We went on just like a winning streak. We didn't really lose many. We didn't lose any, I don't think. We drew in that period, maybe.
Obviously, Mourinho then got sacked after that second season. So after 06-07, to your first season, he then got sacked quite early on. What was it like for you guys in the squad when Jose got sacked?
It was strange. Nobody saw it coming. There wasn't any grumblings or
what was it for?
Rumours or... To this day, I do not know.
It must have just fell out with the hierarchy.
They didn't, because he got given a gift after that sacking. So I don't...
Who came in after him?
Avram Grant.
Yeah, but Avram Grant was on the pre-season. That pre-season, the year that he got sacked.
Wait, Avram Grant was on...
For some weird reason.
So Avram Grant was on the pre-season whilst Jose was still the manager, and then a few months into the season, Jose got sacked and Avram Grant took over.
There was, I think, some skullduggery in there for it to happen, but none of the players saw it coming.
Did he say anything? Did he get to speak to you guys, or was it just...
He got to say bye, but he didn't divulge anything. He didn't give us anything to point a finger at somebody. He just said, look, I've been sacked, but he just wanted to thank everybody more than anything. But there was a lot of tears in there from players and stuff like that.
Was there?
Because
who?
they formed like before I got there, it was different for me, but the ones that were there with him from the beginning formed that bond, that unity, that family feel that he gave the club. Because the whole time I was there, regardless of whether he was playing or not, nobody was really kicking off.
Yeah.
Like, so everybody was in it.
There's not many players that have worked with him that talk negative about him. That's
it's mad
thing that. Because if you're not playing, it's easy to distend.
He made it very easy to feel part of that family without necessarily playing all the time. He made you have a role in that team.
Yeah.
So even if you didn't play as much as you want, you still accomplished pretty much the same.
Yeah.
In many ways. Honestly, he was superb, man. Like Tottenham, he told me I played all the cup games, if you remember. Spurs. Come up to you Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not going to play you. So in my head, I'm thinking like, oh shit, what's going on? And I've told this story before, and then he said, but I've got a weird feeling we're going to be 2-0 down at half time. You're going to come on, we're going to draw the game, we're going to go to White Hart Lane, and we're going to win.
What?
That's exactly what happened.
I've got so this was how many days before the game?
The first
Tuesday,
leg.
Wednesday.
The first leg, though.
So before the first leg, he said, we're going to be 2-0 down?
I'm going to bring you
at home?
Yeah, and look back, we was 2-0 down.
Oh my God.
And we was playing terribly. I think he brings me on at 35th minute or at half time. We draw, and we go to White Hart Lane and win.
That's some like weird voodoo, like.
Yeah. Like,
I need the lottery numbers, man.
Yeah, but that killed me. Because then after I was like, for fuck's sake, if I'm not playing, I can't even go and have an argument with the man.
He knows
what he's doing. Yeah,
oh my God.
He was like so premeditated. Even with like training and stuff, Joe knows what it's like. So when we have like Champions League and then Premier League, and then you have a Premier League game before you're playing that Premier League game, the Thursday and Friday, you've already started training, tactically preparing you for the game on Tuesday.
Yeah.
He was always a session ahead. Like everything he did, he was so thought about everything.
Is that what like sets him apart, do you think?
I think at that time, he was doing everything completely different.
He wasn't many coaches doing that, managers.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more that do it now. That have learned from that. So
the time he had, he used it to give us every advantage to be successful in that Chelsea team.
Yeah, he's the first coach I heard about that. He sets up the training picture. So say there was 3 elements to training, you would go from that to that to that, where most sessions would go, you'd do that, then you'd have to wait for them to change the set.
And then
you'd start again and he would go bang, 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 which again, when I heard that, I was like, oh.
That was like your break.
Yeah.
So as you're walking over to the next one, you're getting your drink. You've already got the bibs, so you already know what teams you're in. And then you just go straight into it.
He was very like...
forward thinking.
Yeah.
Where do you think he ranks in terms of like all-time Premier League managers, Jose? Would he be
Top 5.
Would he be on a Mount Rushmore?
Oof.
Sir Alex. Pep.
Yeah, for me,
Arsene Wenger and Jose?
Yeah. Arsene Wenger and Jose.
I'd go the same as that.
Would you? I think it's hard to argue against that, to be honest. For anyone. I don't know who else you'd put in for a...
There'll be a Liverpool fan that'll try.
Try and put Jurgen Klopp in. Yeah.
For them, but he didn't change the Premier League.
Who?
Klopp.
No,
he changed
Mourinho.
Liverpool, 100%.
But Mourinho did change the Premier League, didn't he?
He changed, like as you said, rotations and formations and training methods and stuff like that.
So obviously when, like we say, Jose left, Avram Grant came in. 1, what was the mood in the squad like when he did come in? And 2, obviously, a big decision he made in the Champions League final was not to have you in the squad. So what were your thinking there?
When he did come in, it's at a club like that, you don't get time to basically grieve. You kind of just have to get on with it because you're obviously defending titles. So we kind of had to get on with it. We wouldn't say the players weren't happy, but they had to get used to something different very, very quickly. And for a team that was that successful and in many ways wasn't missing much to take it to that next level again. When Avram Grant came in, some of the things he did was just like, I was confused.
Really?
Like some,
Always the way.
Yeah, some
Man, just
people
try to
might.
change too much, man.
Some people might buy into it, but for the team that he had, it didn't need that because we were
You're
already.
winners.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
already. We had that mentality, and all of a sudden we get on the coach, and the coach is pulling into the stadium, and all of a sudden he's like, "Everybody, shut up." Michael John and Larry Bird basketball video comes in, and we're watching them pull into the stadium. So we're like, I'm looking at people, and I'm like, well, I'd rather just listen to my music sort of thing and zone out. But he wanted that, and then there was a situation that happened with a board. You know, they used to have the boards where you have to write the squad or
Yeah.
yeah. So we was in there in a meeting, and he's written the squad down. Obviously, he's put too much players on there, so we're all looking at each other.
No,
So-
you didn't. You
Yeah,
did 12
so we're
players.
all looking at each other. So somebody said to him, Gaffer, you got one too many. He couldn't find it. So he just ripped it down and just started again. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
So it's just
Oh
like,
my God.
Manager of Chelsea.
that's
No
what I mean. So you go from like Mourinho, who was up here,
Yeah.
and then you just Avram Grant. And then Scolari after that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Scolari,
Scolari. God, the list of Chelsea managers.
Some managers.
Yeah, ridiculous. How did you feel when you didn't make that Champions League final squad?
This is the Moscow one.
Burn. Yeah, it burned. Because I'd played all the games leading
how
up
bad
to
is
it.
that?
What did he say? Did he give you a reason? Was that
Didn't say nothing.
really?
Didn't say nothing. Didn't tell us anything.
Oh,
Just when
mate.
we got to the change room, we realised your name's just not on there.
Nah, man.
They didn't say a word to us. Not even after the game. Nothing.
Yeah, that
Nothing.
they're things you can't recover from. That
So it's like after that, it's
relationship's
I know what
broken,
it is, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
because at least have the decency, like to say to me, this is why I did it.
Yeah.
Considering I was in most of the teams and played
Before.
in the games leading up to it, did I do so wrong
Yeah.
that
Warrants
didn't
that.
make
Oh, mate,
that didn't
don't-
even make the bench?
Is that
Yeah,
like a
that's-
question that you obviously still don't have the answer to, and you'll never have the answer to?
Yeah, but it's not. It's gone past that. Like, so
Yeah.
then you just relationship is like now it's professional. Now we
strictly.
don't like that happened to me with Pellegrini.
Yeah.
So I played all the games in the League Cup. Wasn't playing that many in the league, but played all the games. And Pantilimon.
Yeah.
long hair.
Yeah, I'd then changed to number one. So Joe Hart had been like rotated. So now he's playing in the League Cup. So as we get to the final, he reads out the team the day before. And I've played every game. And I captained the team in the semis. And I weren't starting. Oh, I was fuming. Like, I didn't even go to team meal. I just went upstairs to my room.
No.
Yeah, he did the meeting. I just went straight upstairs. And then a few of the lads come up and just checking in. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. But what was the worst part was, his explanation was, he'd give, because they asked him about why Joe Hart didn't play. And he said, because he'd played more minutes. I was saying, but I've played every minute. Oh, when I said, we will not speak again.
Really?
Yeah, we don't need to speak again. He said, okay then.
Well, you said that to him?
Yeah. We don't need to speak outside of the team. Like that was
Oh,
it.
gosh.
Yeah.
Fuming.
Yeah. Still now.
I can tell.
Still now. Yeah.
Hasn't let it go.
Yeah.